No. Natural. And I think we're live. So, do we have a song? Shall I?
There is always a song.
Okay.
Thanks to you.
Then
I
let's
don't
do
know
the
the words,
beatboxing. Jen likes big trains and she cannot lie. If a locomotive she does spy, it makes her grin, pick up her pace so she can meet it face to face. For her it's fun.
Oh, is that it? There's not a second verse.
I'll give you a different one then.
All right.
If you go up to the loft today, it's sure
sorry,
a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Monday Club. It's great to see you all. I hope I find you well. Don't forget to consider sharing the stream. Let other people know that we are live and dangerous. And it has been a long day, people. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning because Super Secret Squirrel Project is on the go. So currently filming a TV series. Can't tell you any more about it.
She's on Crime Watch again. They had to get some new footage of her because she's playing 2 shelves this time and a postbox.
Really? And a doorstop.
Gronks from Model Railway says, oh my, that rap really was bad. Sorry. Yeah, but that was the point. It's meant to be bad. We're not here with a high production value in an orchestra. It's a couple of Wallies sat in and up.
Oh my word.
Oh my goodness.
A big thank you to George Botterini, who is very, very kindly given $20 on the Super Chat. Say, snow day, buried under 18 inches of snow, blizzard conditions, New Jersey, US. Keep warm, ladies. Looking forward to session. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness, you stay safe.
Yeah. You put an extra pair of socks on there and perhaps some mittens and some earmuffs. Well, just stay indoors. Actually, being snowed in is great, especially if you have nowhere that you need to go. There is nothing better than snuggling indoors with lots of booze and stuff and just watching the snow through the windows. Now, being snowed out, that is not good. That's where you're somewhere else and you need to get home and it snows and you struggle to get there. But yeah, snow day, do stay safe. But certainly, what's new today? Well, certainly...
You have a request, don't you?
Yes, I have been asked to send happy birthday wishes for the 5th of February. So obviously this is the closest Monday Club to that. And this is going out to Charles Barker. So, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charles Barker. Happy birthday to you.
And also to my sister, because her birthday will be before next episode as well. But I'm not telling you when it is or how old she is, because next time I meet her, she will tell me off.
Oh, wow. But this has come from Kevin Goodison, who says, just want to say he's a really good mate and a wonderful mentor. So that is great. And it's always great if you've got a mentor. In my case, it's Les Cliff, who's been a great mentor for my modelling skills. I've learnt so much from Les, so I understand how great it is to have a partner in crime for modelling who you can learn so much from. But
B. Moser says his lad turns 18 in 2 days' time. Happy birthday to your lad as well there, B. Moser.
Definitely, yes. And I hope you've got them well indoctrinated into trains. Because we need to get the next generation.
Engage.
Engage? Well, no, he might want to model 00. We don't know which scale or gauge they might be into.
Either way, make it so.
Indeed.
That's as close to a Picard as I can do in terms of, impressions.
I can do a Picard.
The Picard.
Yes. Ben Davis asks, hi Jennifer Kirk, are you going to be doing a video? Bachmann reveal their spring 2021 product range on 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday the 3rd of February. No. Unfortunately, the problem I've got is that I am unfortunately off doing other things. I'm right in the middle of a block of filming at the moment for a new TV series. That's all I can tell you about this. So I started at 6 a.m. this morning. I literally hightailed it here from filming to do the Monday Club. I've had just enough time to get in, scoff some food. We watched an episode of Deep Space Nine just to kind of try and relax a little bit, and then straight onto the Monday Club. And I've got another long day of filming tomorrow as well. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to cover live the Bachmann announcements. I'm really gutted on this because I really wanted to be able to see what they were announcing. But unfortunately, that's the way things are. Who else have we got in the room? We've got Flymo Chairman 1, Barry Turner, B. Mozer, Garthian, Philip Page, Anoya Aroti 12. So sorry, how many trucks do you have, not including coaches?
Too many.
About 500. So I've not really counted them, but certainly a lot, an awful lot. Stephen Deakin says another television series to look out for. Well done. Thank you very much. I know a few people who are involved in the same TV series. So there's a few smug people in the chat, even now, who are like, I know what it is because I'm involved as well. So there will be a few familiar faces, but it's all I can tell you about it. George says, Manor class. Of course, yes, the big announcement from Accurascale today was that all new Manor class, the first steam locomotive from Accurascale. And I'm actually really, really interested to see this. Unfortunately, I would have done a video earlier on today covering this. Unfortunately, as I've just said to you, I've spent the entire day filming. So I have not even been near to an internet connection particularly. But
would you like to press the button to bring
the magic button?
Amazing.
So we're just going over to the Accurascale website, and this is the Manor. We're actually seeing the engineering prototype shots. So for some reason it's popped stuff up on screen.
Yeah, they've got all kinds like the automated "Can I help you" button and all that.
Yes. But no, that looks great. But what this is the first EP, I believe. So we're actually at the, it's a physical model to see how well it goes together. It looks really, really good. Now, I know that few people already have said in the chat, it's like, well, hold on, Daypol have already announced this. This, as far as I understand it, is much further advanced than Daypol are. I've not seen an EP from Daypol, so it may well be. Hopefully, Daypol are at a point where they haven't done tooling, so they can make a decision without it costing them too much at all as to whether they wish to proceed or not. But what I'm seeing here on the screen is...
thank you so much, Robert.
Oh,
My
wow.
goodness.
Oh, thank you very much to... it's just disappeared. Robert Ward has very, very generously donated £10 on the super chat. Says something towards a favourite beverage of choice. Enjoy. Thank you
much.
Ever so much. That is amazing. That is so generous. We've also got Underground Eric in, Island Scenics, Josh's Train Room, Wamgok, Somerset Andy, Clive Cobold, Bagnall Dave, Pete Clark. Bagnall Dave says, Jenny, can you say whether it's a regional programme or is it going out national? The programme that I am doing is a national thing. It's actually on... it's for a fairly major TV network. So we're looking at... I'm just going to change the camera angle there. What we're looking at is quite a large TV series. I think they did tell me how many episodes, but I don't know. And as far as I'm aware, it's going out in the autumn, but they don't have a transmission date yet. But it's not of a format that you've seen already. So don't think that, it's like, it's another series of GMRC, because it's not. Who else have we got in?
It has been a challenge.
It has been, yeah. Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase says, mind your manners. Yeah, it looks really good. We're looking at a Q4 release for the Accurascale Manor. It's their first announced steam locomotive. Although what was interesting, if you remember, thinking back to when I did the interview with Fran Burke, he actually said that the first model that they were planning on doing was the Thomson A2, which when Hornby announced it, and it was quite clear that Hornby were well down the route on doing that, they took a decision not to proceed any further with that. They hadn't got to a tooling stage, so it was quite easy for them to go, well, look, okay, there's no point in going head to head, we'll do something else. And they announced the Class 55 instead. So steam locomotives have always been on the cards for Accurascale, but the Manor is one that's been requested a lot. And I think what we've seen here is they have been at work on these for quite some time now, and in fact I think they're quite keen to point out that as far as they're aware, they started work on these long before Dapol even announced that they were considering doing one of these. So this is not jumping in ahead of anybody else. This really is. I love it when manufacturers do this, where they wait until quite late on to announce it, so we don't have super long delays. I know we've had a lot of almost vaporware from DJ models from some manufacturers, where it almost like feels like they're bagsying stuff. And I know when I did the interview with Simon Kohler, it's one of the things he said was that Hornby don't do that. They don't just go, oh, we're going to do such and such, and sort of stamp their flag into the ground. They only announce things when they're well along the process, and Accurascale is following a similar process with that. So from what I've seen, I've not seen a dud wagon from Accurascale at all. I've reviewed all of the wagons that they've released thus far. Really looking forward to the new stuff, and I think that this is going to be an absolutely stunning model. So the announcement went live, I think it was 12:30 today. So get your orders in. I think the RRP is about 160, something like that. So it's well within the ballpark of what we're getting from other manufacturers, but we're going to get a very high fidelity model here. It comes with, I think it's pre-fitted with 3 speakers. And
3?
Yep, 3. It's like, hey lady, I can't keep fitting speakers, you know. But it's also going to feature Stay Alives as standard, and the sound fitted option will come with an ESU Lock Sound 5, I think it is. So it really does have all the hallmarks of being something incredibly special. Henry's Transport Adventures and Beyond. So Bachmann Accurascale Dapol now make Manors very cool. The Bachmann Manor, do bear in mind, I believe it's the old, it's an updated, but it's the older mainline tooling, I believe. I stand to be corrected on that. Matto Val says, so happy with the expected price of that Manor. Seems very reasonable, especially when you look at how specced up that model is. I mean, coming with a Stay Alive as standard, that is pretty good. Richard Swiderski, hi to you. Pete Clark, David Cook, Robin Slewer. George says, already pre-ordered the Accurascale Manor. 2 of them.
Wow.
LNER 1946, hi to you. James Hardy asks, what have you got running, Jen? Right.
Yes, today is a special day, isn't it?
The theme today, and somebody asked me a couple of weeks ago, and we finally got round to doing it, and actually it's a really great theme. I'm glad that we've gone with it. So there wasn't a poll. I know a couple of people did ask about that. But this is donated locomotives. And this is either locomotives that were sent to the channel by individuals who basically said, look, you know, I want to send you this locomotive, and incredibly kind. It's allowed me to review and also add to the Weir fleet locomotives that I wouldn't necessarily have been able to justify. So I'm really pleased. So first up, we have got a 9F, a Bachmann 9F. You can just see it cruising round there at the back with the chocolate and cream coaches. And that was very kindly sent in because a 9F was a glaring omission. But that omission was plugged. Now I know Somerset Andy in the chat sent a Class 47, and I've just realised the Class 47 is up there somewhere, so it's not actually on the layout. But there is a Class 47 as well.
Michael, why isn't it on the layout?
Because I forgot.
Oops.
Garthian very kindly actually donate. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It's one of the few times I've been rendered speechless, but incredibly kindly.
That's almost impossible to do as well.
He managed it. But he
So
donated.
just on the screen.
Yeah, so you just see it there, sliding, slippy slidey. That is one of the Hellion Bayer Garretts and the LMS photographic grey. So that was incredible because I would have never been able to have justified being able to get one of those if it wasn't for the incredible generosity. Also, building on that, I think it was I Like Transport. And,
You do like transport.
Yeah, and there was somebody else as well. Please forgive me, I forget names.
We will never forgive nor forget.
But they donated the money through the super chat that got the Hellion 1366 pannier. Somebody also sent me. I got sent one of the new Hornby Terriers, but as Bodium in the Kent and East Sussex Railway livery. That's not actually running at the moment. But then we've also got a B2 Peckett. Just going to go over to this camera angle. I think we're just about to see it there, along with the Garden Shed, aka the J70, that was purchased through Super Chat donations. So we got them double-headed. So the B2 Peckett, really, really grateful for that. That came from the same individual, actually, that sent the Hornby Kent and East Sussex Railway Terrier. What else have we got? Now, we've got a Bachmann C-Class. I think you're just going to see it. Not that one. I'll talk about that one in just a moment. But the Bachmann C-Class is coming the other way in the ornate South Eastern and Chatham Railway livery.
That is pretty.
It is very, very pretty with the matching birdcage coaches there. That's a number 583. So it's not the original release of it. It's the more recent re-release. Incredibly grateful to be sent that. Now, the other locomotive, if I go over to this shot, we should just be seeing coming into view. I'm just waiting for it
Just in a moment, it'll be there.
That's the J36 as moored. And again, very generous. Came via the same person that sent the C-Class. Incredibly generous. I'm always incredibly humbled that people really want to help out the channel in this way. So that is what is running at the moment. Have I got everything?
Hello to Shiv Kumar from India. Your video expands outward evermore.
Yes, we should bring in the virtual map.
You're now covering the globe. We've gone from one
and
side
now we
to the
spin
other.
the globe, and here is the subcontinent of India. And so we're going to... Do we have a city?
No, you didn't say that.
Okay, so we're just... the full outline of India, but it's...
Somewhere there.
Somewhere there. Just there. And so we'll just put that map away. But it's really great to see you. I hope I find you well, and I hope that everything is okay over there. I've never been to India, but I would love to go and visit.
I have a feeling it'd be too hot for me.
Not necessarily.
France was too hot for me.
Oh, come on. Here's too hot for you.
In the summer it is.
Yeah. Crossways Point Junction, Bernie, evening to you. Andy 1962 says Acura Scale doing kettles. Interesting. Like I said before, it was always their plan.
Jen, we've got an interesting question here.
Okay.
B2000 Row Toys channel says, my grandparents and I are building a large-scale Gordon from Thomas the Tank Engine. Do you, scrolled off, do you know of any G-scale chassis that we could use to run him on? Now, that'd be interesting.
I don't know. I would suspect you'd have to look for something from maybe the LGB range for G-scale, but I warn you now, it's not going to be cheap. Although, actually, no, saying that, let's just roll that back. Bachmann do Thomas the Tank Engine stuff in G-scale. I know they do Emily, which is the Sterling single type thing. Do they not do a Gordon?
Well, if they're building one themselves as a project,
yeah.
would there be just something that you could maybe get second hand as a
I don't know.
one and put the chassis in?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
If anyone knows in the comments, please do comment, because that would be very interesting.
1701, the filed flyer, hi to you, says smash the like button.
Please don't. Click it, but don't smash it, because other people have to use it as well.
But also don't forget to consider sharing us on social media and the book.
Shall media?
Yeah, the Book of Face, Twitter, that kind of thing.
Shall we share on media?
Thomas Whittington, great to see you. 57305 Northern Princess says hello from Scaro.
Yeah, Jay says they don't do it to Gordon and G scale, so it would have to be a custom build.
I think Wardle Road is it. There we are. Yes, Wardle Road says if anyone needs their locos confiscated, I'm happy to volunteer to confiscate them. Ah, yeah. Flymo Chairman 1 says, we'll need to get flags and we can wave them and count all the nations watching. And you used to be able to get those little like paper flags on wooden sticks that you stuck into sandcastles. Can you still get those?
Yeah.
Because I remember they used to have like the usual flags. But
I've got an idea for you. Perhaps we should get a sticker of every country that someone's watched from and just plaster them on the sides of your shelves to make them a bit prettier.
Maybe we could do that.
I will look into that.
Yes, we will.
Oh, Garthian's immediately seen the times.
Russell Benton says Bolton is too hot.
It is. It's hot, baby.
Yes. Creeping Jane, hello to you. It says, not a fan of the 37 either, and my backman one is, for want of a word, pants. I'm actually really looking forward to the Acura Scale 37. I believe that order of release is Class 55, then the Class 92, then the Class 37, and then presumably the Manor will come after that. So, to the Manor born. Blair Gowrie, Forest Railway, Andrew Johnson, hello to everyone from South Africa. So, great to see you.
We've had some videos of South African layouts. They were very interesting.
Garthian says, I still want more engines. Leader by KR Models, Fell Loco, couple of Manors, 97301. I think that's the Class 37, but in departmental, guys, by Acura Scale.
Okay, I've had a question. Crossways Point Junction. Zoe, did you get my video? If you sent it to Zoe at zoerobinson.com, then yes, I did. I haven't looked at any of them yet. I just filed them as Monday clubs that were ready to go.
Roof Railways, hello to you. Richard Bezina as well. Jay, it's a nice simple name. I like simple names. Jay. Fifi Cosmos 1966 says, I like this moment every Monday with you. J'aime ce moment tous les lundis avec vous, Jennifer. My pronunciation is probably butchered.
You are terrible at French.
Well, I don't want to put on a silly accent.
Benchel, it's a Zoe. Have you been ordering any more trans-European parcels? No, thank you. I have had my fill of trans-European parcels.
Settle back, boys and girls, and I'll tell you the ballad of the parcel.
Oh my goodness, the parcel.
Yeah, it did arrive actually in the end.
It did. It arrived on Friday, was it? Yes, I think it was Friday.
Somerset Andy. Oh, it's just jumped. Where have you gone?
I'm over here.
No, not you. No, I've lost the comment. I'll probably get to it in a moment. David Ellingford said, Jenny, I came across across Zoe's channel over the weekend and watched some of them, especially the Friday one. So you got a fan. Roof Railways is just going into the loft. Oh, we're already here.
Hello. We did that at the same time.
Yeah. Paul M3KQE says there's James, Thomas, Percy, Toby, and Emily. I believe, presuming that's the G scale stuff. Here we are. Somerset Andy says, after watching Mr. Dixon's video earlier, I'm really tempted with the Class 68. That's the Daypol model. Yeah, I've heard lots of good things about the Class 68 from Daypol. Not my personal cup of tea, but maybe I should see about getting one to review, because people, all the cool kids are saying that this is the loco to have.
You're going to see a dog about a man, are you?
What? Yeah, I might look into reviewing one of those. I've not heard any bad things about it.
Garthian says, will there be any more monkey build videos anytime soon? Yes.
Yes, we are planning.
I'm currently building a Cessna, and I've been building it since last year. There have been some issues, and it's going to be I think it's going to be an interesting one once I've finally edited it together. But it's going to be a demonstration that not all model kits are made equal, and equally, sometimes you think you've got the skill to do one, and it turns out you haven't.
I think some can be unnecessarily fiddly.
Yes.
In some respects. I remember the old Keelcraft kits sometimes being a bit like that, and you thought, what are they playing at?
They're playing at, this'll be fun.
Yeah, this'll make them swear. But I was going to say something there, but I can't.
But one important.
Yeah, something like that. I am actually running very, very tired. As I said before, I've been on the go since 6 a.m. this morning filming a TV series. So it's a weird, different change of pace. Thomas Whittington is in the loft running my renumbered large prairie. That's another one.
Says he has bigger news than a skewer scale. He has 3D printed double O scale boxes of fruit.
Fruit.
Now
I must
that
have
is quite
fruit.
cool.
Yeah, well, and of course, the other news, thank you for reminding me in a roundabout way, is that Oxford Rail have made a few little announcements. Now, they've not announced any new items, although they are doing the banana van version of their Great Eastern Railway 10-ton covered van. We've also seen the EP of the Pilchard Bogie Engineers wagon, which looks really, really good, actually. So, by the looks of things, that's going to be with us probably quite soon. The J27s are, I believe, in production or nearing the end of production, which means that we'll be looking at 6 weeks plus for the J20. Oh, excuse me, for the J27s to hit the market. Now, I did a review. Also, I've got hiccups now. I did a.
Are you okay?
I've got. You know when you get like a hiccup that sort of sticks.
And it just won't go away.
Yeah, and it keeps threatening to get in the way, and it's like it's like you're trying to swallow a balloon.
Yeah.
But the J27 is a locomotive I'm really looking forward to. Now you probably remember that last week we put out a video review of the N7 with sound, and I'm actually it was a really good locomotive, actually. Hopefully that came across in the video. But what's intrigued me is just how popular that video has proven to be. It's actually become one of the most popular box opening and review videos that I've done. And a lot of people are saying, like, oh, actually, I really like that. I'm going to go and get that. And several shops have ended up selling out of the Oxford Rail N7s. They're almost some kind of a sleeper hit. So off the back of that, given how good the N7 is, I am really looking forward to the J27. Now, in terms of the J26, I think that's a lot further down the line, but I really like the way that Oxford Rail are thinking on this, in that they are tooling up to be able to do two fairly similar locomotives out of one suite of tools. And it's something that I really, really wanted to see from Bachmann, but unfortunately, when they tooled up for their all-new J72, I was secretly hoping that we might have seen the J71 incorporated into that tooling suite, but sadly it was a bit of a missed opportunity there, because we're never going to see a J71 with that high quality J72 on the market. I don't think there's going to be any impetus for anybody to do a J71, which is unfortunate, because it would have been a really good way of getting another new locomotive type on the market, albeit one that's outwardly very similar. Right. Bo Minnick, big hello to you, says, to whoever is wanting to build Gordon, you need an Aristocraft Pacific 462. They are gauge 1, which also runs on G gauge. So I'm guessing you just use that as the basis for the chassis. It might get a very expensive build.
Not if you check eBay. This is what I'm thinking. If you're building the body as a project yourself with your grandparents.
Oh, you might be able to find a chassis that somebody's got knocking about.
Exactly. Or like find one that's got a broken body but the chassis works and it'll be a bit cheaper, that kind of thing. Then just stick your thing on top. I think that's the best way.
Robert Ward does suggest a G-scale Gordon. Try GRS Garden Railway Specialist. J94, big hello to you, says, hi all. Hi all, shouting, trying to work on my layout. So lots of interesting words which tend to, if you say them when you're on TV, they come out as beep. South Line, Southern Line. Hello, Jenny and Zoe. I love your videos and the Monday Club. Well, thank you ever so much.
We try our best.
Always can't wait for Mondays. Keep up the awesome work and content. Oh, you're massaging my ego. I'm not going to be able to get back down out of the loft. But thank you ever so much. It does mean so much to me to see your kind comments.
I'd like to just tell you we have something fun to play later on.
Oh, do we?
Yes. Carcassonne.
Twister?
Carcassonne. with the river expansion. I've just
Yeah.
picked it up from Good Old Games for together £4.
You do know that we play the river expansion wrong, I believe, when we play it on the actual board game.
I know we do, but we've got a copy of Carcassonne we can play without having to spend time
interesting.
trying to get some space clear on the table.
Yeah, so a big hello to Southern Train Girl, Daniel's OO Model Railways. So did you DCC fit the 3D printed 040? The N-Winds 3D one, which actually that reminds me, when you were talking about the Cessna.
I do have an N-Winds 3D.
N-Winds 3D
yes.
have sent over a project for Monkey See, Monkey Build, so we will be seeing that sometime in the future.
Yes.
But no, I didn't DCC fit it. It was actually a camera trick that you saw with it going round. I filmed it being towed behind a locomotive that I kept off camera, and then the cupboard monkey reversed the footage so it went the other way and looked like it was pulling the train. But unfortunately, wherever it's gone to, the chassis is foobar. The motor is burnt out.
Yeah, and that's the only reason you didn't DCC fit it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Otherwise it would have been perfectly fine to do.
Definitely, yeah. Garthian reminds us the Manor is due in Q4 this year. Locomotive says cool layout. Thank you very much. Madden Steam Railways for G-Scale, LGB, Acura Scale, Roundhouse, and there are others I don't know. Yeah, there are actually quite a lot of manufacturers in that. oorail.com says greetings from Ohio. It's snowing and cold here. Yes, gosh. Yes, it's quite cold here as well, but greetings to you too, and also thank you ever so much as well. I recognise your name as being one of the Patreons of the channel, so thank you ever so much for that as well. Always very much appreciated. Who else have we got here? Pete Clark, Bangor Junction, Carl Braun, Tim Condrup, Nosworth Dar, Neville Thwen, you're heavy. Clive Cobold, McBenman 1, David Findlay says it appears you have a rat infestation there, Jenny. Oh yes. So we've got a 25, and I'm just looking on the screen. Actually, oh yeah, there's a 24 over there. There's actually others. I've got to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 more rats just off screen, sort of over to the left of the turntable.
McBenman 1 has a very interesting question.
Okay.
Hi Jenny, do you know any good companies that make headlamps for a live steam locomotive?
Huh. I don't,
That would be an interesting project, wouldn't it?
battery operated.
Yeah.
What might be interesting is the same method that Hornby have done in their new 4 and 6 wheel coaches with that little CR2032
Watch battery.
computer CMOS battery. A holder like that that you could unobtrusively hide, probably even in the smoke box, and then just have it connected to a light. I can't see it as being a hugely difficult project. I'm going to change that view actually because that camera strobes a bit in this light. But I don't know offhand of any manufacturer. I'm sure there are ones. Timber Surf, hi to you. Ham Shackleton says Ballad of the Parcel, already watched it. Fifi Cosmos 1966. Fifi Cosmos 1966 says your French is very good, Jennifer. Oh, you humour me. You
definitely do humour her because she's. It's not.
Où est le ballon d'allon? Il est dans le coin. Vic Freak says Aristocraft do a 462 Pacific. It's an American outline model, but the chassis would be okay. Daniel's OO Model Railway. Oh, I've already read that out. Roof Railway says I'm a bit miffed off with Hattons. They charged me twice for a £70 order, and they are refusing to give me my money back. Oh gosh,
they can't do that.
No. So have they sent you 2 lots of the order, or I'm curious on that one. Do fill me in. What are you doing?
Just annoying you.
Well, you've successfully annoyed me, so well done. My hat goes off to you. So you know that will not actually appear on camera.
That's why I pushed it back.
Well, it just won't appear on camera. It's,
of course, you're not going to show it.
Yeah, pretty much. Interesting. Roof Railway says, even though it was their mistake, it's been 1 month now. I'm well behind.
Get onto your credit card or debit card provider.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that. I've never had a problem with Hattons, it has to be said. My personal experience has always been very good. New Western Grove says, I'm buying 2 weathered BR Mark 1s in BR Blue and Grey tonight while having a takeaway. Oh, boom, boom, boom! That is actually a really good thing to do. Takeaway and buying more stuff.
Andy Law says, will you be getting the new Acura scale, Manor?
Oh yes, I will be actually. I love the Acura scale stuff. So yes, it will be on the shopping list. Ruben Ashwell says, flying TARDIS. Russell Benton says, ice station zebra in my loft, freezing up there. You need insulation. Insulation is what it's all about.
You can't get frozen, you have to be careful.
Because there's a frost outside, but when I go like this, you can't see my breath. People are wondering, what the heck are you doing? But it's reasonably well insulated up here, and it does make a lot of difference. It also makes it a lot cooler in summer as well, which is equally as important. I'm well behind on the comments here. Ronald Moritz says, is Eric promoting that banana van? Actually, it doesn't need promoting. I think that's going to be a great model, and I've seen a lot of posts about the Oxford Rail banana van. And they did work in block trains. And what's interesting, and I'm not even sure whether Oxford Rail have initially realised this, but a lot of those wagons, when Hull lost the banana traffic and it moved to Southampton, the London and North Eastern Railway actually hired, amongst others, those banana vans to the Southern Railway. And some of them were actually lettered up with this Southern Railway livery. And the Southern Railway were actually a little bit on the careless side, because they managed to set fire to about 80 or so of them and destroy them. I suspect that there was a depot that caught fire, was the actual story behind that.
I just twitched to that one, all the trains out there. Why did I do that?
I don't know. Why did you? Pork Chop Express, big hello to you. John PW22, hi. Ron B as well. Map the Dragon Railways. I've bought a Mamod stationary engine. They are great, isn't it? The lure of live steam is always a great thing.
You do love your Mamod.
I do, yes, and it's one of the things that over this year, if I actually get time in between filming TV series and stuff, yes, I'm looking to redevelop the garden line a little bit so that, amongst other things, it will allow the Mamod to get round it.
That would be amazing. Yeah. We could have a Steam special.
Definitely, we could have a Monday Club garden party.
Yes, Monday Club
live from the garden. Ridgeway
I'll put some drinks on the wagon behind.
And I'd be like, "Oi, come back!" Ridgeway Park, hi to you. Henry Transport Adventures and Beyond. Creeping Jane, Pork Chop Express, Gary Lewis, Jenny, sit upside down on the chair to clear hiccups. I'm well behind here. It's in 1927. Oh, I'm not too far behind, I don't think. Barry Turner says, try a sip of cold water with a slice of lemon. I am so far behind. Hello to Dundee Road. Not seen you in for a while. Great to see you. Hope you are well. Ben Davis says, I'm going to wait for the Backman reveal their spring 2021 product range, because if I don't, I'll order the coaches in London and North Western Railway and Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. John PW22 says, my attic needs insulating. Wondering what people recommend. I recommend the foil-backed, and it's either Ecotherm or Celotex type solid insulation.
What's that,
it's
Semtex?
Really, really good. Yeah, Zoe, you're going to insulate your loft with Semtex.
That's what I thought you'd said.
Yeah, you're strange. Stuart Muir, hi to you. Leslie Gilpin, McBenman 1, Southern Train Girl. I'm for some reason it's jumped back on the comments. Rajat Chowdhury, hi to you. Somerset Andy is reminding you all that the like button needs to be hit, guys and girls, and don't forget to consider sharing us on social media as well. Barry Turner says, my latest project is converting a Bachmann VDA van into an optical car for my structural gauging train. There was an article, and it was either Model Rail or Railway Modeller, from what I remember, where somebody actually built a train, including it had the light for, so it looked like how the prototype works. So there's actually quite a great little project you can do with that. So that'd be a good one to do.
I'm just going to go and check on the fire and all that. I'll be back.
James.
Oh, Mark Wilson says he sent something on PayPal.
Oh.
So you probably best.
Yes, actually, I think.
While you're checking that, Ham Shackleton says, to the idea of Semtex insulation. Let's face it. If push comes to shove, you'll die warm.
Yes, I think your model railway will go down with a bang. Mark Wilson, thank you ever so much. You sent £10 through the paypal.me link. That is incredibly generous. Thank you so much. Says, hi, me duck. Please do not spend this on kettles. Ha! I hope you like my model of Swindon Works on the Facebook page. Actually, yes, I've been following that with absolute awe. That model of Swindon Works is incredible, and I love seeing the pictures of that. Really looking forward to seeing how it turns out. It is such amazing modelling, so thank you ever so much, not just for the £10 but also for sharing those pictures of a truly amazing build. And guys and gals, if you haven't already joined the Facebook page, do consider going and joining the Monday Club Facebook page, where you'll be able to vote on polls for the themes of the Monday Club, chat with other like-minded members of the community, and also share pictures and videos of what project builds you are up to as well, and of course your model railway. And we try and also put on there a lot of stuff about new announcements, things going on, offers from shops, that kind of thing. So it's a great place just to keep up to date. I think, actually, no, we had that angle a while ago. I'm going to go to that angle. Oh, my phone's just gone weird. So we also just had a new Patreon as well. So a big thank you to NYMR-ish. I'm presuming that stands for North Yorkshire Moors Railway-ish. So thank you ever so much. That is incredibly generous. Oh gosh, Poshington01 says, I recently got a Hornby Class 59 from Kerno for only £50 in their sale. That is actually quite a good price. James Pett says, I approve of insulation. My shed is insulated. Yeah, you can never have too much insulation. Well, you can when you can't move. Like, help, I'm trapped in insulation. But no, insulation is great because not only does it make the area much nicer to work in, both winter and summer. It's easy to forget that insulation works both ways, and it stops, for example, your roof space getting super hot in summer as well. But it saves you money because it's actually insulating the rest of the house as well. So, job done. B2000 RO Toys channel, I must say I'll have to go soon. Hopefully I'll see you next Monday. Also, Zoe and Jenny, can we look at my Thomas and Friends large-scale videos? Now, we're probably not going to be able to view any videos this week. The reason for that is because I am absolutely shattered, so we may have to call time slightly early on the Monday Club. I'm really sorry about that, but I'm back up at 6 a.m. in the morning to do another day's filming. It's all go, unfortunately, and then I'm straight back into another project Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, which is one of the reasons that I can't cover, unfortunately, the Bachmann announcements, which are coming on Wednesday at 9:30 in the morning. But I will be, from wherever I am, trying to find out what they are. I'm really looking forward to them, actually. I thought they did some good announcements last time. And then next week, oh gosh, I think I've finally got a bit of time to myself next week. I have, booked a holiday. Now, when I say booked a holiday, I mean I've cleared my diary so that I can spend a week at home, in bed, asleep, and trying to recover. I'll have finished all the filming for this TV series. I will have finished a number of other projects, and I'm just really looking forward to a few days off. I haven't actually had proper few days off for a very long time, but rest assured the Monday Club will still be happening. We will also be doing the usual videos. In fact, I've already filmed next week's videos, so I actually know what they're going to be. Jerry BVR says, just ordered some stuff from Hatton's. They charged each item separately to my card, so multiple fees. Not impressed. Oh, that's no good. I would get onto them over that, because that's not good. Amtrak Junction, big hello to you. Says, hello girls, I've just subscribed to your channel and watched your Monday shows. I'm thinking of doing a live treatment soon. Oh, well, thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. And it's a great place to find out, not just on the Monday Club, about what everybody in the community is up to, but also to check out all the videos. We've got loads of how-to videos, trains running videos, review videos, and also interviews. I've been doing a lot of interviews. I'm in the process of lining up a couple more people to do some interviews with. We've had Simon Kohler, we've had Fran Burke, we've had John Barber, we've had Ben Jones. So I've got some more people, hopefully, that we're going to line up and get some really great interviews with. All be done socially distanced over Zoom. And then I'm really looking forward, actually, when lockdown finally ends and we can start to work our way back to normal. I really want to get back out and about, hopefully go and visit some people that I've been wanting to go and visit their layouts and do some filming for like since before lockdown started. So hopefully we'll start to catch up on some of that. But also want to get out and about and do some more of those railway walks. We did a couple up in the northeast, and I really want to finish my walking of that particular branch of the Clarence Railway, which I thought was quite interesting. It's not one I've seen any info of on YouTube. Right, Bagnall Dave says, but you have two jumpers on. No, I've got a thin top and I've put a cardigan on over the top. Hythe Kent, hello to you. Stevie Film says, whole rake of Accurascale Yeoman PTAs lost in the post. No! They are fabulous models. Oh my word. Hopefully they will turn up eventually. Because the saga of the parcel did finally get resolved. And that had been on a tour of Europe, which is pretty good going for a parcel that was posted in Southampton to go to Bolton. So how it got into Europe, we're really not quite certain. Marin Garvanovic says, sorry, joined late tonight. Hope you are both well. A problem with Hatton's, that is very unusual. Yeah, I see. I mean, talking from my own personal experience, I've never had any problems with them. But, you know, they are a large company. They do deal with many thousands of orders. So, unfortunately, you know, it's law of averages. There occasionally something may go wrong. But, you know, it's how they deal with that is, I suppose, the really important bit. So I do hope that that gets resolved for you. Ham Shackleton says, the only banana boxes I know about are the ones that Bjorn Nyland used to demonstrate available space in electric cars. David Scott says, Geest used to ship through Barry in South Wales. I think most ports at some point or other, certainly through the 19th and into the early 20th century, had some degree of banana traffic. East Coast Steam says, can I ask, am I the only one who owns 4 different Hornby Thomases? I like the early version with the RWS style face. See, I never had a Thomas. I had Percy. And the Percy that I had would have been the very first production Percy from Hornby. I have no idea what happened to it. But I remember back then, actually, from what I recall, Thomas and Percy were the only 2 locomotives that were actually available for a very long time. Garthian says, I have an MSS kit to build for an 040 tank in 16mm. Will be able to run with my K1 and Alco. Russell Benton says, my mother always told me bananas came from Fife. It wasn't until much older I realised it was Fifes. Yeah, there's also Geest as well, and Dole as well, I think. Yeah. They all come from the same type of tree. Flymer Chairman 1 says, I was just watching the finishing touches being put to Quinn at Blondie Hacks making a live steam engine kit in cast iron and brass. Excellent series. Crossways Point Junction, hi to you. Leamington Station, a big hello to you. Oh, that is an interesting point you make there. So you won't be able to live stream from any mobile device until you reach 1,000 subs. Then you can only use until then you can only use the desktop. I must admit, I was quite lucky. The live streaming function came in when I was already above the threshold, so I never had that problem. But I understand that there are some issues for people. Mark Wilson, thanks again for the £10. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Leslie Gilpin says Garston Docks and Preston Docks both handled bananas. Stevie Film says foil insulation should have a gap to the foil for it to work. Have to keep under the roof surface vented, otherwise you'll get condensation and rot. Definitely, and I've actually left above all the insulation there is an air gap about it's probably about 3 to 4 inches before you get right up. So actually there's quite a good air gap above there, but definitely do pay attention to risks of condensation and appropriate air gaps. Theo Me, hi to you. Chris Gall, 1959. Oh yeah, Semtex insulation, that should raise the roof. I'm so far behind on the comments. I am now going to just flip up to date. So yeah, I am well behind. Big hello to AFD Comp. Will there be any manufacturer who might produce a Southern U/U1 U-boat class locomotive? And what about Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway coaches? Well, Hattons with the Project Genesis are doing Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway liveried coaches. I think they're coming in batch 2. Really looking forward to those because we do have ready to run 3, if not 4, Lancashire and Yorkshire liveried locomotives, albeit that 3... There's certainly 2 out because I've got them both up there of the 242 Aspinall Radial. But Bachmann have definitely announced, I don't know if it's come out yet, another one in Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway livery of that 242 Aspinall Radial. But also do look out and about because the Lancashire and Yorkshire livery is or was available on one of the pugs from Dapol. I think number 19 was released. In fact, it definitely was because I've got one up there.
Jen, it's been such a terribly hard day for you that I'm going to offer to give you a hand.
Oh, thank you very much. Right, so, right, anyway, Mike Finch says, only my second Monday club. Love it. Well, thank you very much. It is great to have you in, and it's always great to hear from new people. I know that there's a lot of people who do lurk, they have it on in the background. So a big hello to New Junction. Richard Watson, how are you? Yeah, come on down. The price is right. His ears will be pricking up now because he'll be working on a project and he'll have this on in the background and he'll be like, what? What do you do? I heard my name. So hello, Richard. Somerset Andy says, can I just say my 150 subscribers giveaway competition closes at midnight. Check the video on my channel. You're all welcome to enter. Why are so
many people doing giveaways these days?
Well, it seems to be all the rage. All the cool kids do it. And I'm uncool. Daryl Hearn says, I place all orders in Hatton's trunk and then get 1 lot of postage. Oh, good my word. Theo Me says, almost set fire to the model railway when I accidentally left my LEDs on. Ooh, got to be careful. Canadian Rail fan, evening to you. So, evening, Jenny. What do you think of the new Manor from Accurascan? I think it will be an absolutely superb model. It's interesting that we're seeing the EPs. It's due Q4 this year, so it will come out hot on the heels of the Class 37s, I believe.
So, is there any other news, Jen?
I don't know. Zed Mark Anthony says, hey Jenny, snowed in so I could tune in. I've been busy converting all my DCC sound fleet to ESU lock sound and I have the lock programmer working on making my own DCC sound library for importing. Excellent. Ben Tullett says, isn't Dapol doing a Manor as well? This could be interesting. They did announce it, but I don't believe that they've certainly not shown any EPs. So it may be that if they've not proceeded to the tooling stage, they may drop that project. I don't know. This is just speculation.
They have been called to make some variants or something like that. Someone was asking about one earlier on. What variants of the Manor class were there?
I don't know. I'm not an aficionado on the Manor class. Fishy McFishface says, hey, Quick question: do you have a Great Northern Railway Stirling single? I don't. It was done by Rapido Trains as a special commission for the National Railway Museum. Proved incredibly popular. I believe they're all sold out now. I don't have one, but they were an expensive loco. They were, I think, £200 long before the £200 loco was the thing.
Okay, I'm just quickly checking through the Monday Club Facebook group, which I believe has been linked a few times in the chat. And there's this thing that Callum Wilcox has put on the page about an O-gauge model railway exhibition. And I have to say, what is that? It appears to be a locomotive with some kind of veranda on the front.
And that looks like a Union Pacific Big Boy, something like that.
Right.
Oh, that's Callum Wilcox has posted that. SDJR 88, 7F88 has posted a video on the Monday Club Facebook page.
I'm going to have to look up the Big Boy. I think
yeah.
if that's what you're saying it is, I need to get the model of it because I want to build one of them. It's weird.
Oh yeah, I think is it Revel do a model of it, a plastic model? I don't think it's cheap, but
about £25 last time I looked.
Barry Turner.
It's the Big Boy.
Yeah, I told you, fear my ability. Barry Turner says, please, guys, hit the like button. I want a pizza, please. Oh, right. So if we get to 400 likes, then do you get a pizza as well?
That is amazing.
I don't think I can manage a pizza tonight. All I want to do is climb into bed, but I've actually got to go and do some prep work for tomorrow's filming straight after the Monday Club, so it's all go here. Growler Blackwood N-gauge layout. It was great to see you. How are you doing? Thomas Whittington said, Ben, the Hornby Prairie is good runner. Wheels and track needs to be kept clean. Manthony 1956. Enjoy the Cavendish banana while you can. It replaced the Gros Michel or the Gros Michael in the 1950s.
Gros Michel, surely.
The Gros Michel in the 1950s, but is also under attack from a nematode. Ooh, by the way, all bananas, a berry, are clones. I'm sure I heard something like that. That's why I am. Pudham Junction, hi to you. Paco Garcia Carnero, Pintu Sharma. Who else have we got? I'm sure we've got a few other people in. Wamgok, says Zoe, the old jokes are the best. Ruben Ashwell, hi to you. James Hardy, my favourite locomotive is my London Brighton South Coast Railway E4. Lovely locomotive. Crossways Point Junction, Bernie says, hi everybody, I've just left, but I'm back now. Welcome back. Ultimate Dragon Reviews, hi to you. Oh gosh, I'm starting to flag here, people. Just to warn you, I think we are going to have to call time
at some point because you just, to be honest with you, you're not well enough.
I must admit, I'm starting to stumble over my words. But look, it's great to see you all, I have to say. Yeah, Rumby says, indeed, it is Revel who make the Big Boy. I have a Trix one. Bo Minnick says, Zoe, there is a HO scale Big Boy from Monogram. Not hard to find and cheap. Assad Khan, hello to you in Australia. Vic Freak says, don't quote me, but I've heard that Daypole are going ahead with their Manor. Now, that'll be interesting. So we'll see how that develops. I will bring you news as I know. Stephen Dakin says Hill Morton landslide, have the wires survived? I think I've come in halfway through a conversation. Freezy L says a good loco I'd like to see made is the GWR Class 1500. The 15XX is being done. It's been announced by Rapido Trains. So I think it's the 16XX is being done as a special commission for Model Rail. They have just started to be delivered, so you can get that. And they announced in their main range the 15XX, or it might be the other way around. Fishy McFishface says my great grandfather drove the Great Northern Railway Stirling single back in the day.
Thomas Whittington says, Zoe, what about my idea for a budget kynoid from Doctor Who? Can you remember what the kynoids are?
No idea. Andy 1962 says, so where is everyone watching from tonight? Scotland, they are.
Oh, it's a really odd looking thing. It was like a humanoid plant thing.
Oh, well, like a Triffid.
Yeah.
Triffid with a face and a smile. Hello.
They're from the Seeds of Doom.
Seeds of Doom. Oh yeah, was that a Patrick Troughton one?
I think it is. Isn't that the one with the
transmats and the huge amounts of like foam and stuff that's released into the atmosphere?
That's a good one. How do I not remember
with
this?
the Ice Warriors. Actually, the Seeds of Doom.
No, it's a Fourth Doctor one.
Seeds of Doom. Right, I'm looking at the time now. I do apologise. I must admit that we toyed with calling off tonight because I was so tired. But I said, no, we've got a theme. People are looking forward to it. But I'll be completely honest with you guys. I am starting to fall asleep on my feet.
Is it time that we called off?
So what I'm going to say is, look, I'm really sorry, guys. We're going to round up in the next 5 minutes because I just have to get to bed. I've got to get up again at 6 tomorrow morning to do some filming.
You literally haven't stopped for, 14 hours?
Yeah, but it's non-stop. And the thing about filming anything, YouTube as well, but certainly television, is it's very, very draining. You think, all you have to do is talk and point and, walk in on cue and, deliver your lines and stuff. And it's actually very mentally demanding because you don't really get a rest by it. And you've got to do things over and over again. So it's like, we do this from a different angle. Can we do that again? Can we get the close-ups? Can we get the long shots?
Yeah.
And it is very grueling. So, it's not often that we end early on a Monday club, but
no, because you love the Monday
club.
I
do. I love hanging out with you guys. It's really great to be with like-minded people in the community. John PW22 says, "Don't worry, Jen. Take a good rest." Bo Minnick says, "Good night, Jen, Zoe, and everyone." Stephen Cameron says, "Jenny, your health comes first." Definitely. Big hello to Cat in a Rage. Wamgok, Stephen Dakin, John Holding here, local in Bury. We're just over in Bolton.
If you stood on the roof and got a telescope, you still wouldn't be able to see his house.
No, because there's a hill in the way. Lee Holden says, "Good night, Jenny and Zoe." I'm starting to get a sore throat I've been talking non-stop all day.
Jen, we're calling it. I'm calling it now. We have to.
Jay says, "I used to work in film TV. I know how long the hours are."
Yeah.
See, I'm tripping over my words as well. South Line, Southern Line. Just subscribe to your channel, Zoe, and you have 4 new subs as my boys also subscribe. Thank you very much.
Aww.
Even though I love my trains, I also enjoy your channel. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you ever so much. Russell Benton says, "Yeah, grab some kip." Good night, folks. Janie B says, "Do you get a rider, Jenny?" A rider?
No, that's like
Diva demands.
Yeah, you'd have a load of M&Ms in your
but no blue ones. If there's a blue M&M, we get to trash the dressing room. No, it's not like that. You see, I'm not a big enough personality to have these sort of weird riders. Like, my room must be filled with forget-me-nots. And
otherwise I'll not remember to come on the show.
Yes, and a pillow stuffed with John Travolta's chest hair. Also, yeah, I know. Yeah. Madden Steam Railway says, "Well, have a good sleep. Good luck with the television project. See you next week." And Peter Leyland says, "Agree, Jenny. Just like recording in a studio. So tiring. Definitely, yeah. I mean, we kind of were in a studio, but it's hard work, and I can't tell you anything about it. I really want to.
Look, we all know that you're on Crime Watch as a shelf. Just admit it.
Yeah.
Your third shelf from the left.
But as soon as I'm allowed,
hell, it takes all day.
Yeah, as soon as I'm allowed to tell you guys something about it, I really want to tell you, but I can't.
But you can't, so.
I can't. So, look, you guys take care. Johnny Rotten, hi to you. Gordon Hanning, Tony Wright, Tiana Cooper, Tom McKee, Shani Paxton. It says, "We are fixing our Class 55 and Old Bachman."
Oh my
they're
goodness.
not too bad.
Garthian says, "Jenny, would you like a sound chip for the Garrett? I have one spare, though you do need to solder the speaker wires to it."
Yes, please.
That would be an interesting video.
Thank you ever so much. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Because that is incredibly generous. But yeah, sound in the Garrett. Yes, please. If you're sure you're all right about that. Oh, thank you ever so much, Garthian. That is incredibly generous.
Guys, look, I'm gonna make an executive decision, and I'm gonna say Jen needs to get to bed.
I can feel my eyelids going.
I can see the way you sat and the way you're having trouble just holding your words.
Yeah, but look, it's been great, and thank you ever so much, guys, for coming and hanging out for an hour, helping me to unwind at the end of a long day's filming.
Tell me what. You've got a bit of time next week. We could go a little extra time.
We could do that,
week.
actually. Next Monday, what we could do is look to go 3 hours instead of 2. So I don't know what you guys think about that.
Special?
Yeah, so we'll carry that hour over, and maybe we can do an extra hour on the end of next Monday's Monday Club. And maybe we'll slow the pace down a bit, so like late night Monday Club,
Monday
and
Club
we will
after
focus.
dark.
Yeah, well, after dark, we turn all the lights off. Oh no, it's dark. There we go. Oh no, Mum, it's happened again. But look, you guys take great care of yourself. This is me, Jenny Kirk, falling asleep on my feet, saying take care and thanks. See,
See what I mean? This is why I'm calm time. Come on.
And
good night, guys.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
See you later. Bye.
The train now arriving at the station is the 2006 locomotive to Weir Yard. Calling at Weir Yard, Grove Street Yard, and Bolton Trinity Road. That's the 2006 express locomotive to Weir Yard.